everyone, this is me, NovaPixel, and I recently finished redesigning my persona. But that is not what we're here for today. Today I am doing my very first sketchbook tour. This is my first page. I have an OC here that I do not have a name for. I believe this was my original design for Keith. It is over to me trying to draw a library. I don't really like how this one turned out, but at least I tried. Then I just have these two OCs just glaring at each other for... Then I draw a heart. And my next drawing is Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia, because Himiko Toga, they will show up a lot in this sketchbook, sorry. Then I have this little cute OC that I wanted to put in a dress. Then I just wanted to draw this background that I saw, so I did that, and then two hearts. I don't really know why I did that. Then I have this little jester guy who's supposed to be, and then really into Little Witch Academia, so I drew one of my favorite characters from Little Witch Academia. Then I drew a fairy on a mushroom. And then I was an art block, so I tried to draw and I couldn't force myself to. And then I have here an OC for a comic page I was making. Again, the same OC, and she will show up a lot in here. Again, there she is again. And again. And again, because I really want to get her design down. And then I tried drawing moths, and I really think those ones turned out really cute. And then I drew another moth on a mushroom. And there is my comic OC again. And there she is again. She has a cat. And then here was me trying to draw a bee. It didn't really go that well, but oh well. Lilac and Ava. Again, an OC that I don't really know why I made. I just want to paint something. And then here was just like a lava girl walking. I just finished watching Stranger Things, and this was supposed to be my drawing of Max. Here I had like a forest guardian elf thing. A tomato. Then I drew an alien queen thing. Then I tried to draw a boy, but it didn't really go that well, so I just kind of dropped that. And then I drew another guy here. And then I drew a lesbian couple because, yeah. Here is just a drawing I made. One of my old personas that I didn't really like, but I did do some pop-up art for this one. And I've recently updated my OC model. And then here was this OC I drew when a forest, then a drawing of a moon. Then I do like this landscape scene with a hammock in it. Then I tried to draw a Grim Reaper. And then again, more lesbians. And then a ghost. And then I drew the ocean. And then I was trying to do some perspective work, because I actually really do care about that. And then I tried to do some anatomy studies. And then I drew this character looking at stars. And then I drew this girl with a knife, because knife. And then again, I tried to do more perspective and anatomy studies. Didn't go that well. And then I tried to draw a tree. I really do like this tree. And then I did a painting of just some little knickknacks I had, some old jewelry I had. And then I do this really creepy purple spider girl. And then I do this girl with a guitar. And then I do this girl at the beach. And then I do lilac. And then I try to practice some like fighting stances. And then I drew some dresses that the girls made. Lilac made them. That one was Ava's, Lilac, Octavia's. And then again, that same OC from earlier for that comic I was working on. Creepy Lilac. Like an eye, because I was doing eye studies at that time. A little devil character that I still like a lot. An orange and a bow and a heart. And then just a little goblin character, because I really like goblins. And then I drew myself, if I was in My Hero Academia, and what I would probably be, it probably would be a stop sign. And then I drew some flowers, and then I drew Gangle and Zooble, because they were adorable, and they deserve the world. And then I tried drawing jacks, but I was having a really bad off day. So then I do snakes and seals because they're adorable. And then again, Lilac and Ava. And then I painted a tree. And then I did this really fun interactive piece where the eyes move. And then I did this piece where, and then I painted a heart. And then I did like this purple eye creature, which I really like. And then I drew this girl with silver tipped hair. And then I marketed plus utilized lilac. And then I got a new set of watercolors that I was trying to test out. And then I tried to paint a tree with them. I was trying to get used to the feel of them. Then we got Lilac and Ava. And then we got Noel Holiday from Deltarune. Then we got Ava having a panic attack and Lilac trying to comfort her. Then I have my page with Keith. And then I have my mushroom page. And then I have Lilac turned to the back side. Then I have a really pretty mountain and waterfall view that I saw recently that I had to paint. And then I drew another Himiko toga, because you can never have too much. And then a pumpkin patch. And then 2 eyes. And then I painted some water. And then my creepy cute OC, who is trying to get better, who has had a long history. And then we got Lilac again. And then we got frogs. And then I don't know what I was doing here. I really tried, but didn't turn out too well. And then we got some more snakes. Some adorable little snakes. And we got this girl walking on a tightrope. And then I was just doodling for this page. It was mainly just a doodle page. And then I tried doing a realistic eyeball. I don't think I did too well. I had to have a girl with a bloody nose. And then I did my self-persona and a duck. And again, my self-persona, because I was really trying to work on it at this time period. And then Lilac's bedroom. And then my self-persona again, because again, I was trying to work on it. And then this really ugly dress I saw at some store. And then back of my persona and an eyeball. And that will be the end of my sketch. Oh wait, I have a heart drawing. You enjoyed.